sex is. Weeboo is a child. Hold on a second. Weeboo, wakey. Weeboo, do you know what sex is? This is why you're banned from stream, Weeboo. Good for you, buddy. I'm not. We're moving on. A lot of visual information. It's. This is better than what I was going to play.
I fucking love this. This is so cute.
It just goes dark. Think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I'm the elite sniper. Don't you know? The elitist. Snipers. Oh.
Everything alright?
Elite. Dax is a side stream. Elite sniper. Oh, you bad detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What if it was porn? What if SBO was reading hardcore porn? What if my best friend SBO the chameleon was reading hardcore pornography? What if... the hardcorest? Fuck, I'm clipping that later. Okay.
Bad day for a hangover.
Bro, you have healing powers. Number one.
Get your filthy fucking claw off my trailer.
It's time! Pizza dick! Goblin ass. Just like why would you shut this door? Oh. Through the window! I'm enjoying it. Okay. God, I'm dumb.
footman. Damn it.
We should wake up Weeboo before the end of the stream. Everyone else is left. Green pastures. Weeboo, do you have any closing words, buddy? Did you like the game? Then your taste is terrible. Anyway, bye. Any other- I do love when you do things like, yeah, there's just a capsule full of animals here, why not? Hey buddy, are you okay? You're the new Tails!
Never have I ever gotten kidnapped and tortured in Shanghai and had my balls cut off.
Okay. Oh, do you think our balls did get cut off? You think that's kind
I mean, they probably wouldn't be censored if they were. Then there's nothing to censor.
It's still Dom.
No, there's no reason to censor that. It's just the testicles. That's vulgar. Balls. Only balls.
That's a fucking That's a fucking Luma from Mario Galaxy! Why are you here, buddy? Welcome to hell! Crab! Mario! 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 I'm crying! Well, he's finally back to kick some tail. Coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew, huh? Oh god, I forgot to unmute. Apologies, I hadn't pressed the unmute buttons, so that was a silent me saying hello in silence, turning on a clip that you couldn't hear the audio for. Well, I mean, I can do it again. I'm just going to demonstrate. I didn't actually work out what the correct command was. Anyway, so this was a clip that Panda Bill did of last stream. I'm going to do it again, and I'm probably going to fiddle with the settings because I think it's a little bit loud. But here it is again because I fucked up. Here it is again. Oh no, for Pete's sakes. Well, I got this dealt with. Okay. Is that it? Is that a button? Do I have to do the entire URL again? I thought it just did the last clip that was played. But
that's
okay, look, whatever,
that's
it's
not
fine.
how human
Don't worry
legs
about
are
it.
supposed to go, is it, Rusty?
I'm realising
That's
the
not
audio
how human
balance is a
legs
bit
are
off,
supposed to go.
so I'm going to make this a bit quieter.
That's
But
definitely
I
not
have
a
to
human
do
leg.
some. I have to do some fuckery.
So dark. Like the forest at night. Woke up.
Hey, is this helping?
I know it will.
Is,
It hasn't finished with me yet.
is this helping, Rusty? Is this helping, Rusty?
Okay. It was already at 50% volume, allegedly, so I've dropped it to like 40%. I could, in theory, set this up to work in OBS, but OBS is being a bastard. Oh yeah, number one, it'll only do it if you're a mod, Panda. Apologies. Yeah, maybe I could set it to be like VIP as well. I can't remember quite how the thing works, but I don't want to fiddle with that right now. And also, frankly, it's a lot of work. It's a new feature. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a lot of work. Anyway, Alan's wake. It's time for Alan to wake the shit up. Fucking goddamn it, Alan. But yeah, so I don't. Oh, here we are. Yes, when we last left Alan, he was climbing a mountain. Free shotgun though. That's a plus. Reminder, I'm playing this on controller because I felt like it. But I don't really remember things like... Yeah, X is the reload button, right? Hold on, I need to check something. Yep, X is the reload button. Yes, the big tree, I remember you. Gotta go to Lover's Peak. Go that way. I should probably try and be less completionist. But... Oh fuck, a boy! Yep, dodging's how I remember it working. Ow. Sir, I'm... Oh, I'm out of bullets. Well, I've dealt with it. Oh, lover's tree. Oh god, okay. Is the frame rate being choppy again? There it is! What? I thought I fixed this. You know, I'm gonna drop it to medium graphics and see if that helps. That's a bit smoother. Apologies. My computer is a few years old at this point. I probably should upgrade! You know, oh god! The dodge button also being the run button is a little bit of a pain sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking book it at this point. I think the survival part, survival horrors. Hunting my own food can save me money, apparently. Good to know. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, okay, can I do... I guess I should do a slightly serious time moment. Being that I'm just dealing with this right now, whatever. Batteries from revolver ammo. Thank you. Hydrate, thank you, Robin. I drink the water. I really should set up, like... I know that there's a lot of crossover between me and Pagraru because I keep raiding them. And also, you know, we're like stream pods or whatever. But, like, we're like mutuals on Twitter, except instead of Twitter, it's Twitch. I guess. But, like, I don't know. I haven't spent much time with them off stream. Maybe I should rectify that. Maybe I should just show up at their house. You know, that's how friendship works, right? But, oh, damn, talking. But yeah, I should probably add some more noise stuff on my screen. Like, some visual indications that I've received the reward queue would be quite useful. Because, especially on the VODs, you can't really tell that those have been redeemed, annoyingly. They show up on chat sometimes, just not all the time. But to be fair, maybe I should just, honestly, maybe I should just upgrade how chat shows up on screen in general. I've seen some really good ones, and it's fine. That's the thing for another time.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Well, I'm still that far out on Lake. I'm in episode 2, apparently. It was pretty fun last stream, so I decided, yeah, keep going with it. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I've been having a bad time mental health wise, and one of the few things I've had taken a field with darkness, you say, hovering off the cliff. Look at that! This person's magic. What I've mostly been doing off stream is playing Final Fantasy XIV because I've been enjoying the free trial. I've had a lot of fun. I beat a Realm Reborn's base patch story like a few days ago, and I was like, oh, good. Finally, I get to move on to like the mid-patch content and like the story that the first expansion, because a load of people like it gets really good at the first expansion, even though I enjoyed the base story pretty well. Like, I enjoyed what I played already, but like I was like, okay, I'd like to get onto some more story now. And then my friend Rift, who's been helping me behind the scenes a lot, went, okay, well, thank goodness you've gotten that far. Now it's time for you to do the story critical raid content. I'm like, what? What do you mean? And they're like, oh, don't you know? The first 24-person raid is story critical. It has stuff that matters for the story in it. Now, I'm a pretty casual player of Final Fantasy XIV. I've been enjoying taking a pretty easy path. Okay, to be fair, part of that is because I decided to main Black Mage, the hardest class to play in the fucking game, apart from maybe Blue Mage. And I decided I wanted, and as a result, I'm not the best. You may have noticed I'm not the best at like precision in my video gaming. I've got quite bad hand-eye coordination and always have. I'm clumsy with my little fingers, which makes it kind of tricky to do things that require very precise movements. Oh my god, so many of them. Brutary! If you say so. Oh god, okay. We're going for the... Alan! Alan! Oh god damn it. Okay. I've worked out how to pass this. It's called running. But yeah, basically, yeah. I've essentially discovered that I do need to do some hard stuff with people in this massively multiplayer online game. And that's kind of made me feel a tad dejected. Because it's like, oh, I don't get to do the bit I want to do. I should be doing something I'm not really so keen on first. Also, I'm just, depressed in general. Usual stuff. Stop. Oh my god. Bear alert. I guess that man with the sledgehammer is a large hairy gay man. Good for him. Diversity win. Okay, let's try and funnel them. Okay, run to the light, run to the light, run to the light, go. Oh god, Alan, your fucking sprint distance! My dude! Okay, I managed it that time. Lover's Peak, Lover's Peak. Fuck. Yeah, no. I'm frustrated with this, but it makes complete sense that Alan Wake is this unfit. This man does not do things for a living. But like, yeah, the joke is that Lover's Peak. Is it? Is it though? Oops. Well. Oh. Is it, Panda? I'm skeptical. I don't believe you.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Oh, I did murder my wife, huh? But yeah, basically, You know what? Okay, Panda. Yeah, this is one of the things I particularly need, is to make a thing that happens on screen when Panda redeems Read a Doctor Who wiki page and asks me to look up what a book is. Okay. Okay. Oh, goddamn. Okay, let's find the word book. Okay, there's a few options, it turns out, Panda. Let's just give me a second. You're definitely getting one of them. So there's the article for books, which is why I should. But I would like to cover the fact that there is also the Book of Books, the Book of the Weeping Angels, the Booked Up Comic Story, Bookworm Volume 1, Book of Lies, Book Meet the Fam, Book of Kells, Book of Ebion, Book Club, Bookworm and Unauthorized and Unconventional Guide to the Doctor Who novels, Book I'm the Doctor, Book of Enoch, Bookcase, Book of Legends and Superstitions, Bookshelf, Book Signing, Book of Dizian, Book Reading, Book The Legend of the Master, Book the Tooniverse, Book of Daniel, Book A Short History of Everyone, Book of Tomorrows, Books of Mayhem, and probably a lot of other similar books. Books, according to the 10th Doctor, were the best weapons in the world. This article needs a big clean-up. Who would have fucking thought, huh? As books make people think. Caroline? Who the fuck is... Caroline from the Flood? Oh, okay. The Flood, not the Flood the comic. The Flood, the Rose Tyler Adventures audio story. This is something they needed to cite in order to clarify that books exist in the Doctor Who universe. Anyway, Rose Tyler the Dimension Canon is a spin-off of where the audio people got got they got some of the old actors, including resurrecting a parallel universe Clive, and basically just filled in the gaps of what was happening with Rose in series 4 of the reboot series. It's an excuse to do more adventures with those actors and characters. It's I've listened to only a very small sample of it, but it seems fine. You could probably listen to worse things in your life. Carolyn posited that many revolutions began with the readers at the forefront. Books could be handwritten or printed on sheets of paper made from wood or similar material that were bound together. Books had bleed margins, according to Prose Untitled, and had pages, according to Iris Wilder-Time and the... You needed to go to the Iris Wilde-Time stuff. You needed to... If you want to hear about Iris Wilde-Time, pay me money. Anyway, some books in electronic devices, like the I Spider Book of Earth Creatures, Prose Last Dodo. Thinking books were books that could be read by thought process, Prose Phoenix. Some books from Gallifrey, including Encyclopedia Gallifreya, were in liquid form and were kept in bottles. TV joined to the centre of the TARDIS. I don't remember what that means. Books could cover any topic, entertainment, record keeping, teaching, or other purposes. The Doctor felt the books were always useful, even though one would not first know how. When to Bride of the Lampion? Hold on. Yeah, no. Bride of the Lampion does not have this universe's Doctor in it. That's... Why did they need to quote the Unbound Universe Doctor to prove that the Doctor likes books? Is this even that, yeah, they have at least linked to the Unbound Doctor, but also just... Diaries were also recorded in book, such as River Songs. Yeah, some books were arranged in chapters. Oh my god. Who wrote this? Who fucking wrote this? Who sat down and went, yes, I need to explain exactly how books work, specifically in the Doctor Who universe, including citations. Some books were in chapters. Some books have afterwards text written the main story is concluded, such as The Angels Take Manhattan. That's... Admittedly, that one is a plot point in Angels Take Manhattan. It's not the best plot point, but it is a fucking plot point. It is a fucking plot point. Another common feature in books was date of publication information. Books could be reprinted. In addition, some books were printed as late as the year. Not going to add fucking commas for that one. Okay. 3, 6, 5 billion. By the 51st century, books were somewhat replaced by holovids, direct-to-brain downloads, and fiction mist. Sure. But the 10th era, people still longed for the smell of books. Yeah, people like books because they're a physical, tangible object. Yeah, it's like... In the Doctor Who universe, they make a point that books always kind of exist, even when they become more of a niche product. There's always still books, like proper paper books. He said, press paper was more affordable to produce than to distribute, therefore more accessible. Yeah, it's like books exist in their current form for a reason. This format was better long-term archiving strategy than computer storage, standing the test of time. Into the analog wars, no other true format truly replaced books. Audio, I've listened to The Black Hole. When does... Books were commonly but not exclusively stored in a library. The process of writing a book was called writing, and the person who produced the book could be called the author. According to TV, The Unquiet Okay, I'm starting to realise that this is very much... This particular article is almost exclusively citing modern episodes. Right? This is definitely a modern series fan who created this page. They've listened to a few things outside of there. Maybe there's several ones, but like most of this is just like, why would you cite Rose Tyler the Dimension Canon except if you were a fan of Rose Tyler specifically? So a very specific person created this. I mean, to be fair, probably several people, like wiki articles, but it is noticeable that this is heavily relying on the modern series as its primary source material. It was commonly not usually stored in the library. Yep, okay, author. 10th Doctor arrived at the library. Yep, it makes sense that they've mentioned the library and the sites in the library and Forest of the Dead stuff, because that's, a TV episode that is heavily about books, even if they're mostly a backdrop thing. Yep, so yeah, a lot of life forms are there because it turns out the whole planet's covered in Vashta Nerada. Admittedly, I'm now realizing that why did the life form reader pick up Vashta Nerada? So the thing is, Vashta Nerada are a cool concept. They've been in a few stories that are in audio spin-off stuff. That's cool. They mostly their only televised appearance is this one episode. I guess it's so they're doing because Stephen Moffat wanted to do a twist thing, but Vashta Nerada are swarming carnivorous beings which are found on most planets. Basically, they rot stuff. As well as the regular rot processes of bacteria in the Doctor universe, the Vashta Nerada slowly eat away at corpses and stuff in forests. Unless they get pissed off. Because they are an intelligent hive mind, I think. So, in big angry clouds, the Vashta Nerada can just eat you to death in seconds. Usually they're just having a little nibble. They're basically what real life bacteria does, which is that they will slowly eat away at flesh and corpses and stuff like that. Which makes sense. They're bacteria though. They're incredibly tiny. Admittedly, I think the idea of the Vashta Nerada is they are a bit bigger than the average microorganism. They're because they're mentioned as being the specks of dust in sunlight level of stuff. They're that size. They're dust particle sized, which is much bigger than, they're much bigger than bacteria, but similar concept. So the life form scan detects life that's that small. So would it also pick up all the bacteria on the planet at that point? Eyelash mites, yeah. Panda, genuinely kind of like that. But then that means... Hold on. This is entirely there because Donna suggested the books might be alive. Which is actually, to be fair, a very Doctor Who-ass plot. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done living books yet. Or not more living books. Yep, okay, so it's so the life scan picks up the Vashta Nerada. Was there other life on this planet? That's the thing. If the life scanner picks up Vashta Nerada, it should surely also pick up Vashta Nerada on every planet. Shouldn't the filters have been designed for that? Or is it a glitch in the software or something where it redefines what it considers a life sign when it... What were the Vashta Nerada eating when people... Well, books. I'm fairly sure that Vashta Nerada are actually omnivorous. They'll eat a bit of meat, but they can probably eat, mushrooms and spores and stuff as well. I guess they were also clumped up. That's a fair point. It's fine. I'm nitpicking an episode of Doctor Who from 2009. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. Books exist in Rhodes Tyler and the Ninth Doctor's Travels to the 1920s. In Prose Meet Rose. The fourth short story and 10th work of fiction, exclusively published in the Doctor Who Annual 2006. Oh, sorry, I misread that. There existed books about Rose Tyler and the Ninth Doctor's Travel to the 1920s. Now that's a bit weird still to include, but it at least makes more sense than books exist in the Ninth Doctor and Rose Tyler's 1920s. According to the curator, humans were only species in the universe that thought that reading books via one of those computer tablet things was a good idea. According to the curator, a future incarnation of the Doctor post-retirement in specifically the novelization of Day of the Doctor, which was probably released on tablet devices. Stephen! Also, I'm considering this one a bit of a spoiler, but the nun disguised the tiger as a book in one of the audio stories. In the 1910s, Daryl Christophe was working on a book about experiences as a diver in... What the fuck is this? First feature and second release exclusive piece in the Daryl the Diver website by the BBC and Punch Drunk to coincide with the immersive experience, The Crash of the Elysium. This feature was another part of a range of fiction published in tie-in websites as part of the viral marketing for the experience by a fictional online profile driver, Daryl Christofsky. The Crash of the Elysium was a Doctor Who immersive experience produced by Punch Drunk, BBC Wales and Manchester International Festival, with Tom McRae as the writer, and the concept of the story being upon an idea by Stephen Moffat. It aimed exclusively at children aged 6 to 12. And they cut River Song from it, apparently. They don't even credit half the characters. Wait a minute, The Crash of the Elysium? The 11th Doctor was played on ice, but only appeared in pre-recorded footage of the ending. For an afternoon performance, the producers of the Mercenaries arranged for Matt Smith to appear in character of the 11th Doctor instead, because he was a fan. Neat. Okay, so interactive experience. I'd clean up cat piss, but yeah, no. I've discovered about Doctor Who immersive experience, The Crash of the Elysium, which is a... I barely believe that this is official art. Like, this looks like something from the fucking... This looks like something from the fucking, like, wilderness years. But no, this was, like, at the peak of Doctor Who's popularity in the Matt Smith era. Doctor Who would make for a fun dark ride. In fact, I really wish I'd got to go to see Time Fracture, which is much more what I expect when you say Doctor Who immersive experience. What the why is this all so zoomed in? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Doctor Who Time Fracture only ran for a short amount of time. There is basically no way to go back to it now. And it tied in to a multimedia event that I got most of the plot from, but not the stuff that happens in Time Fracture,
because it was the middle of fucking COVID, so Time Fracture didn't last long enough for me to actually go do it. It no longer happens. There's no like theatrical recording because it's an immersive experience. So you can't experience it. Books and often the information within them could be valuable. First edition copies in particular worth a great amount. The Crooked Man. I've listened to The Crooked Man. It's a fun little story. This one, you know what? If you want to buy a Doctor Who 4th Doctor audio, I mean, honestly, you should probably buy many others, but you could do worse than The Crooked Man, which is a nice, fun one. If you know what the Land of Fiction is. It doesn't really explain that the best. Yeah, valuable books can get stolen. Book of Kells, Crooked Man, Voyager, and even secondhand bookshops kept them locked up, including one from The Crooked Man. The Book of Kells is coming up a lot now as well. That's an 8th Doctor audio story that I have not listened to. I mean, it's about a book. It makes sense, I guess, but just Animal shops. Yeah, no, they certainly did. God, they certainly did link to both the article for Locke and the article for Key. The Book of Lives, a rumored book, did teach you the faction. No, you do not give me a load of basic bitch-ass shit from fucking Russell T Davies era, and then jump straight to fucking faction paradox. This is like... Okay. I'm not going to get into it. This isn't the time. Cultural Relics, Book of Lies, Book of the Still. Shouldn't be reading that book. The Crooked Man from the Land of Fiction killed Celia Turner by breaking the spine of the book she came from. Again, Crooked Man. It's a pretty decent one. Books from Gallifrey and Earth. No, I'm not reading this. Look, Gallifrey also has books. The Master and I'm. Bernice Summerfield wrote books. Yes, I know. Summerfall's a book written by Amelia Williams, former companion of the 11th Doctor. Amelia's daughter wrote Melody Malone. Sarah Jane Smith wrote a book about UNIT, even though UNIT is secret. The 4th Doctor read a book called Teach Yourself Tibetan. Bernice Summerfield's dead husband wrote xenopornography, such as Knights of the Perfumed Tentacle, The Wilderness Years. Xenopornography were pornographic stories dealing with human on alien and alien on human sex. Don't know why they bothered to need a name for it. Why is there a Bohemian... Fuck you for the Redeem, Panda. We're going back to Alan Wake. Fuck you. No, I'm joking. Thank you. Gods. Look. I know it was the 90s. I know that the authors of Doctor Who stuff and furries maybe didn't interact as much in the 90s. Why into fucking alien ain't that fucking weird? Get over yourself. Come on, that's like most people nowadays. Nature Trail, Eldwood Forest, okay. Nice new checkpoint. Fuck off, crows. Oh, I've been also watching an Australian TV show, so if I fall into doing a joke Australian voice, I'm sorry to any Australians. But I've been watching. Okay, I really like game shows where there's like a interesting design to the game going on, right? So I've been very interested in a series called The Traitors, which I have actually only watched 2 of the series of, the American version and the Australian version. I'm currently watching that. But it's a very fun game. Oh wait, I've got a motor. Ah! Alan! Oh god, he fucking... Oh god, his head! Oh, Alan! Oh, Alan's beamed his fucking head in. Sorry, bud.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Oh, is this the guy who knows shit?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The
Fuck
flares
you,
will
old
keep
man.
the bastards away.
Flares are a limited resource and torch is infinite. Fuck you. But yeah, God,
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a
Did I?
gun.
Oh, fuck
Just keep that
you.
light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on,
What?
Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this man's got a gun and Alan thinks he's a murderer boy. And I'm just like, no, he's gay for you. This man's gay for you? I mean, this is a much more efficient strategy, I'll be honest. This does feel a bit like another tutorial. I mean, to be fair, reinforcing it's not a bad idea, but... It's more like, what do you do when you don't have a gun? This is kind of establishing a new gameplay style. To some degree, right? Also, I'm saving these fucking flares. They're valuable, but I'll do the kid stuff, fuck you.
Monster!
Hold on a sec, I'm getting some stuff.
Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
I see. Well, guess it's time to use the flares then. Hold down RB.
A little longer. Scare them off.
Oh, that's a lot of smoke.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Okay, so I can't really lob the flares, but I can
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay,
sort of
it's
throw
over.
them a little bit.
Move it or lose it.
I am in track trying to move it. Yeah, you watch your asses.
Oh, you feel better now, Wake. All cozy and safe.
Wow, this guy's a fucking dick. I just wanted to go to Lover's Peak. You're ruining my
Better
shipping
get ready.
fantasies.
They'll be on us soon.
Oh, good, I'm entering the Lover's Peak. Good. Oh, I haven't seen... Oh, the sweet, delicious coffee thermos. I haven't seen you for so long. I missed you, baby. Mwah, 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 mwah.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Stop fighting me!
Too bad. It's like establishing. It's trying to introduce the flare mechanic. So it's like, okay, so you get the flare mechanic, you then get the torch mechanic at the same time. So now you're dealing with a few. Ow! Rude.
That's right.
Oh no, they're coming over here now. Hey look, they can't run away. Look at these dumbasses. Sure wish this guy would shoot faster though.
That's right. You just keep coming.
Yeah, no. Not having the gun is supposed to be inconvenient, but that is definitely inconvenient. That guy just fucking fell. No, oh no he didn't. Never mind. Also, they really seem to want me dead a lot more than they want that guy dead, huh?
I got it for you. Got it, boy. Monster!
Can we go with the big dude, please?
Stop fighting me!
Gone. Owie! Ow!
Nothing to it.
You're rude.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
I can't get the full manuscript. I'm not on the right difficulty. Ah! I don't think this ship's very healthy. You know what? Wake killer. No, I'm king shaming you all. I'm not into this one.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Okay, so what I'm now learning from this game is that there is no reason to try and hold on to ammo because I will lose it in 5 seconds.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
So these enemies are kind of representative of how her fear of the dark works. Alan, we're gonna fall, aren't we, Alan? Yeah, the creaking's like, yeah, you're gonna fucking fall, mate. Let's repeat that a few times. Just in case you felt fucking safe. Ah. Bloody hell, Alan. Like they've just started chastising Alan at this point. Also, I've completely not done Lover's Peak up. Okay, I see. So, for some reason, the buttons are just different? But the flares, then? I guess the flares are just like an emergency thing you can pull out at any time, is the idea. But also, why are they on the Hot Wheel, then? Why are they on the hot swap bar? Do I have to swap to them and then press a different button than every other weapon in the game for some reason? Or, like... Try get it. Also, I'm lost in another forest.
Ah! What the hell?
There is not a Kotsug.
It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Ah, it turns out treading in a bear trap is bad for your health. Also, I like that he's like, yeah, no, you were warned, dumbass. And also, they, I see, they glint in the light if you're looking carefully. Does imply there's something to protect over here, though. Is there coffee? The coffee for little Alan? It may well be the case that they don't glow, and they also glow when they are activated and when you put your torch over them. Like, watch this. Right? So it's like... They're not always glowing, but it's enough to highlight that they're there. Because they do really blend in. You kind of need that. Jesus. Whole last fucking tree of those, huh? I wonder if the bear trap person's the one leaving me thermoses as well. Also, I'm just realising the, let's, just... I'm actually going to extend the ads because I know what I can right now. And number two, because, honestly, that Doctor Who ramble went on way too long. Those are supposed to disrupt the stream, but, like, you know, slightly, a little bit. They throw me off the game, they give me something to do, but they're not supposed to be, like... If I wanted to be a just chatting stream, I could just be a just chatting stream, you know? It's the mix that I'm going for with those. But unfortunately, that does mean that I didn't play any of the fucking game for a while. Huh? All Doctor Who wiki stream. Oh god, that would be awful. I'd run out of content pretty quick, but... Because, like, or I'd get a sore throat. I think, actually, the sore throat would probably be the worst thing. I'd had a sore throat for mammal birds. No, out of range. I think my throat would suffer, honestly.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
And no, he does have, like, anger problems, doesn't he? It's nice that these little notes can sort of highlight things that I've missed because my brain is empty. I have a very small brain sometimes, you know? Sometimes my head empty. Also, just... Hey! George Red.
Gadzooks.
Yeah.
Bad Space King has gifted us with 3 sets of eyes.
I forgot that I said to say Gadzooks. Welcome into channel. George, get a shout out. That's not the correct one. That's the wrong one. Bad Space Kong is your monkey sonar. BK.
I could actually also just try for the other strategy, which is the one turn going for it. Fucking
I get a turn.
a full bonus turn. Hey, you want to have someone try to get a score and then just reset this up?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
sure,
how I'm
why
having
not?
football.
If you
I presume that what you do is murder them.
Go,
bear!
Go,
bear!
Go!
Bear.
I hope it catches the ball.
Go, bear! And I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, hell, I'm Zoe. I do stream. Hey, where's the auto shill? I did it! Bam! I'm currently playing Alan Wake and being interrupted at every opportunity. I'm brained. Oh god, yeah, these are bear traps, by the way. Don't tread in the bear traps. Alan Wake should be fucking dead, honestly. Like, treading in bear traps is painful and bad and owie. But now I'm just sort of lost in a wood. Because the woods do kind of look a little bit similar to themselves. When this is doing landmarks, it's a little bit better. Because you can, like, tell what's going... In this one, I'm just like, I'm in the woods. I'm lost in the woods. Oh, stop it! No! Ow! It's rude of you! I'm going to try out the flare. Anyway, yeah, Alan's having a bad day out. Also, he might have murdered his wife. I'm not 100%. He kind of blacked out and woke up a week later. And now Ghosts is murdering everyone. Also, look, there'll be a recap at the end of the quote-unquote episode. He's having a bad day. A few bad days, actually, at this point. Oh god, who's screaming? Stop it! Okay, this is going to be one of those ones where we just bump into a load of guys for a while. Also, they're not saying cool things like they were in the previous one. Like, previously they were saying fun stuff, but now it's just sort of like, yeah, you're in the woods. There are bad guys. Deal with it. It's not even many thermoses of coffee. My favourite thing to do in this game. Collecting thermoses of coffee. You do still get this cool moments where it's like, hey, there's a guy right behind you. Dodge. Also, Alan can't... He sprints for like 3 seconds and gets tired. And, oh, thank fuck, a thing. I got a little jump scared by that, honestly. Just the noise. Did it hit? He hit his friend! Oh, this guy's wearing a helmet. Also, I'm on controller, which is, because I felt like it. I don't think this was a good idea necessarily, but it was an idea. Hey, Alan, time to activate the generator. I'm surprised how much this happens. Oh, thank fuck. Thermos. Yes, sweet, delicious friend. Come to me! I still don't know what those are for. Ooh. Revolver and Energizer batteries. That's the Alan I'm waking. Oh shit. A hunting rifle? Oh, okay. Well, that makes losing my shotgun feel a bit better.
The night had been one desperate situation after another.
Oh god, it pauses whenever I alt-tab, doesn't it? Sorry. Old game.
Exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Ah, wonderful. The book is predicting the future again, and it's bad for me. I didn't see it as a shooter somehow. I think I just wanted I can't remember why I made this choice. Genuinely. There was a reason I made this choice. Don't remember what it was. Anyway, a man with a chainsaw is going to try and murder me in a bit. Good to know. What? Oh, there was a thing. Saw a thing. What was the thing? If I'm hallucinating, I'll be annoyed. Wiggling on people's legs is how you do things. Yeah, they are good at doing little spooky... Ah.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Time to... Oh, the goo is vulnerable to the flashlight. Interesting. Yeah, there's goo icon flashlight. Odd. I hadn't noticed that before. Lane got gooed. Also, if I don't focus, it's pretty fun because I don't need to for these. That's pretty funny. It's like, oh, this was a bad idea, wasn't it? Whoop. Well then. Huh. The arrows are interesting because they're like... This route wasn't here literally seconds ago, and yet the arrows are. That's odd. Calm down, Alan. Stepped in a bear trap and only reacted slightly worse than that. Maybe Alan's ankles are just really, really thick. You know? Maybe this man has the ankle of a god. Rices are used to stepping in bear traps, to be fair. Okay, so... can you still get in the plane? Yes, you can still get in the plane. But... now it won't let me do more. Did I move the head by doing that? If the arrow is to a secret, so this isn't the way I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I've said that. Like, I'm surprised that... Oh, I see. So there were arrows in other places, but they just had to add additional ones, presumably because even in playtesting that was too subtle. Then that does imply other things. But yeah, Energize, I'm really surprised because, like, Energize is still in the remake of this. Like, I mean, maybe they don't like the fact the batteries run out that fast, but like also to be fair, they kept in, and also like the batteries recharge in real time sometimes as well. So it's like, oh hi bud. Owie! Oh god, there's many. There's many. How did I dodge into that? Okay, that was probably not the best use of my resources, but also I need to remember that... Stop it! Rude of you! You'll notice, yeah, the battery does recharge itself. Just a case of... Come on, Alan. We got to get to the nice little light. Also, the guy that we think is the murderer for no apparent reason is, you know, he ran away. We've lost him, haven't we? Oh god, the ads are trying to play. You know what? I'm going to do a proper BRB for this one. Go get drinks and shit, lads.
Why would you shut this door on them? Oh. Through the window. Wow, I'm enjoying. God, I'm dumb. Oh, yeah, you just change the eye. No options.
You have to go to the main menu.
Oh no! Jesus Christ, are you okay? Are you okay? You should wake up before the end of this. You know, everyone else is left. Do you have any closing words, buddy? You like the game? Okay, your taste is terrible. Weebu doesn't know what sex is. Weebu is a child. Hold on a second. Weebu, wait. Weebu, do you know what sex is? This is why you're banned from stream, Weebu. Good for you, buddy. I'm not. We're moving on. Good enough for you. It's good enough for you. Damn it! That's a fucking lemur from Mario Galaxy. Why are you here, buddy?
Almost forgot to unmute the microphone. That would have been dumb of me. I'm back. Oh yeah, Panda redeemed exercise. Fuck you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've just realised that was I went down to do push-ups. I've got like a yoga mat on the floor, and I realised I'm not facing the microphone at fucking all. I just sort of wasn't looking at the right place, huh? Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I found coffee. Time to leave, Alan. Time to Alan fuck off. Look, Alan, the sooner we're out of this forest, the sooner we'll work out whether you murdered your wife or not. Ow! And they're saying things again on the plus side. You know what? Fuck it, Flair. I think there's a bit of auto-aim when you're using a controller, which is very useful. Fucking hell. Here I go. Walking up the street. I'm in moderate pain because I'm Alan Wake and I've been stabbed multiple times. Yay! Oh. Jesus. How much of this get... Okay, minor backseating allowed. How much of this game is in the forest? Ow. Alan! Okay, didn't expect that. Did not expect to be able to jump off. Okay. 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 More like Alan fucking leap off to his death. Yeah. I forgot Alan could fall off things. Don't worry about it. Come on, Alan. Oh. Ow, my shins. Oh, God. This is like the first... This is like the second chapter. How much forest? Is this why Jessie didn't like this? They popped in... She popped in last time. Oh, hold on. I can shout out Jessie. Fuck it. I forgot Jesse streams. More of a Yu-Gi-Oh streamer, but
sweet, yeah.
Oh, you're actually a
Jesse's
cutie.
cool. Sophie.
Oh.
Also the voice of Sophie apparently, who's also cool. I like their Yu-Gi-Oh progression series a lot.
I think that has to be it, right? Like, I've never really been sure what sex is, but that felt right.
Let's fucking go. There we go.
Yeah, that's probably what sex is, right, chat? Definitely getting out of the woods eventually, but like... Also, there's the thing of the collectibles being on different paths.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
So there seems to be a detective Twin Peaks guy being hinted at in these notes right now. Oh. Really? That's what I needed to kick? Like, that's what I needed to kick? Okay. I would have just kicked the fucking door.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Ah, on crank. Here's the thing, I don't think this is a game from the period where it'd be like, maybe it's not cool to make fun of people with an addiction to a serious hard drug. So, I think that's just a typo that made it through the voice acting process. Energizer didn't want to be associated with a game that mentions... I believe that. I genuinely believe that. I could believe that Energizer is responsible for this. Oh. Okay. Alan? Okay, Alan's a wizard. Don't worry about it. This is a video game. I could probably just, like, kick or shoot this down, right? That makes sense. But seems the solution to this puzzle is not that. What the fuck is it? Okay, let's go around. Alan cranking it weak. Look. Would it be the same game if Alan wasn't absolutely pounding it at all times, you know? Just absolutely pounding it. Just fucking pounding it. I wasted a flare trying to make a dumb joke. Okay. Pounding. Maybe I should add the sexual content warning to my fucking streams. Maybe I should. Oh. Pounding. Oh, there's a fucking ladder. Wow. Well, I mean, of course, that was the obvious solution to get out of the forest, you know? Excuse me, I'm getting rid of the goo. Please stop making holes in the ceiling. Ooh. Now these are some cool. There are some cool, like, that's a cool visual they did. This is whole ass. The darkness wears her face. Like the spiders? Because these guys are just big. Huh? They're just fucking big. Big ass boys. Right in the darkness wears her face, which is a shame. Because there's only 2 female characters in this game that I... Oh wait, no, there's plenty of female characters. What am I talking about? Like, because there was my wife, and there's the woman who kidnapped my wife. And there's the lady with the log, and the lady in the diner. So, that's a few people that it could be, that are evil ghosts.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Okay, my brain just stopped working. I was going to say, this is probably going to be a bit of a short stream because I'm just having a weird brain today. But I'm gonna have to re-listen to that note.
Shadows
Sorry.
stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Okay, so the Taken can teleport because they're made of shadows. Okay. Are you sure Matthew Raimi is the right name you're going for that one? Not another... Are you sure you don't mean another Raimi? Like, completely? But I do like that this game does make nice use of light. Like, the fact that these emergency boxes are like high-vis so that you can see them from a large distance. It's neat. And like, the collectibles are glowing too because they're white pieces of paper. It's sort of... It's nice. It's like a very... They've made the world... Excuse me. The world building here surprisingly like a lot of the game elements aren't as intrusive as they would be with other games potentially. You know, it's very, it's an interesting approach to, like, you know, like the reticle. You don't have a target reticle, you've got your torch. And, like, there's some things that they can't do in that style that they've compromised on, but, like, this is better than a ton of games that try to do minimal UI shit, even to this day. Which is impressive because, you know, like... Honestly, those games usually seem to miss the point of why people use UIs entirely. Which is because it's a fucking nightmare to work out what's going on when you don't have a UI that's clear and helpful.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Actually, no! Okay, I'm finding out the woods chainsaw. You understand, though, the problem is... Yeah, Chainsaw Guy wasn't too tough. Logging is a hazardous occupation. Go on, George. What is it? Oh, shit! Oh, thank you! The notification hasn't come through yet. Give it a second. Very much. I don't have a Prime sub, and I'm sad, but also not. Because I don't want to give Amazon money. But I appreciate... If you've got an Amazon account anyway, no judgment, and I appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you. Why is that not showing up? Like, it shows you as a subscriber, but it's not showing up as a notification. That's bizarre. I mean, thank you anyway, but... What the... That's weird. If that happens again, I'm going to check in on it. But I'm going to hope it's just my UI's being a bastard. Ooh, bears.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Oh my god, what if I turned the lights on in his house? Do you think he'd be fucking dead? Oh yeah, I do have emotes. I don't really advertise the fact that I've got channel emotes much because I drew them all myself, apart from the ones that I didn't, and the ones that. Okay, so it is a thing where a lot of my channel emotes were drawn collaboratively with me and a friend, Lizzie, and we couldn't remember who drew what bits sometimes. So a lot of the emotes are possibly one of us and possibly the other. But I asked her and she said it was fine. So, beforehand, I would not have done that if I was not sure that was fine.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster. And the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Time to steal a car, says Alan. Yeah. Like, the dab emote, that's Magic Mercer. I have credited the emotes as best I can with these things. But also, it's like, I do want there to be. I wouldn't. It's a weird thing where I really do prefer that people donate directly. Try to support me in whatever way they can. Not necessarily because Twitch is not. I don't see Twitch as a viable job, and I think that anything I get from it is a bonus. And also, I'd rather Amazon got as little money out of me as possible. Twitch is still the best streaming service on here, though, so it's like, pick your poison. So, like, when it comes to these things, I will accept them. I want to give rewards to people who have done these things, like subscribed and supported the channel, because the features are there. But also, I'd rather just have you send me 10 quid a lot of the time. So I don't want to make too big of a deal of it, but, if you want to use the emotes, they're there. I hope you enjoyed them, because I enjoy them very much. Have you seen my favourite? Have you seen my Doge? I created him. He's the best dog. The perfect dog. Look at my Doge. Oh, yeah, the overlay is not working at all, huh? Yeah, no, the emojis should be exploding over me for that as well. Reload the overlays. Dodge. There's Dodge. I've hopefully fixed the overlay problem. Hopefully. Oh, is it? I've just realized a button that I can use to mute my notifications. That's nice. Glad that's there. God, the quote bot sure does say things, doesn't it? Hold on, did I? Oh, I literally didn't even listen to that one.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Alan, that's a bad decision, my guy. Also, I guess, yet again, the notes are technically spoiling what's about to happen. I mean, to be fair, it's also like...
I had to find the key to the garage.
Yes, Alan, we know. Also, the mirror is broken. Ah, garage keys.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Look, yeah, no. But I also, repeating my theory from last time, that's the real Alan Wake. I'm just the fictional... Alan! What? Gone. Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering one of the things that one of my game design teachers talked about, which was that bathrooms make you feel safe, so horror games use them a lot. And you know what? Yeah, no, that tracks. Kinda, doesn't it? Let me just... There are no toilets in this side of... Oh, it's still under construction. Do we... Yeah, again, don't spoil me, because it's like... speculating about potential future plot points, but... I'm just... It's like, yeah, no, I think Alan has to write his story to save his wife. And this is a manifestation of that. Also, who left this car running? Jesus. Fucking... Just leaving it? Like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, bitches! Yeah! Okay, I'm done. Coffee thermos. Oh, that car's broken. Oh my! Honk honk! Wait, can they injure the car? Also, oh, there is something. Oh my god, the blur is... Oh my god, can you see what the blur's doing to these guys? Oh, crikey. Oh, the blur was doing some things to the lights on top of that car. Wait, can I change cars? Is that like... Has Alan Wake just become an open world game with driving? God, the physics on the axes are a thing as well. Alan Wake, serial car thief. You know what? It's rude of me to steal two cars. I'm going to go back and swap back into my original car. Just going to run over this guy quick. There we go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. The camera's not too good right now, I'll be honest. Oh, ow, my blood. Get in the car, get in the car. Beep beep. Boop boop bop bop. Bop bop bop. Oh. Yeah, this isn't what I'd call the finest driving in all of video games. But it is still like, I'm still like, okay, I'm having fun. Beep beep boop boop. Beep beep boop boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop. Loving that these guys literally don't take damage, even if you run them over with a car. If they're still a bit smoky. So it's like, hitting my car. So yeah, no, I gotta run this guy over a few times. It's fine. Coffee. Also, my God, Alan, you cannot see a fucking thing, my guy. Come on, Alan, we gotta find a car repair kit. Important. Oh wait, no, that's where it's supposed to go. Never mind, Alan. We gotta go back and get some other things. Come on, buddy. Chin up. Chin up, pal, old pal. You know what they say? Go the wrong direction and get a note. Every time.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed. But there was no cabin, and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
I wonder if there's somebody who, like, has assembled these into, like, a full narrative, because I don't feel like this is going to be a full manuscript, even... Oh, no, you don't! Stop it! Rude of you! I feel like even if you collected all of them, you'd still have, like, you wouldn't have a full book still, right? So it's like... I wonder if someone's, like, done the best they can to construct what sort of book Alan Wake actually would be if it was a book. That would be an interesting sort of exercise, you know? Something fun to try out. I think this is just where I came from earlier, right? Yeah, this is... I think this might be just a repeat area. But also consider... What if there's something new here? Like, car! Yeah, there's a car. Well, you know what? Now I can go help my friend Barry. Because I've learned how to drive. Your old pal Baz. Wait, is that his name? I've already forgotten. Oh, I'm going the wrong ass direction. Oh my god, I appear to be drifting in this car? That's fucking odd. Oh yeah, for people watching, I have been linked the mod to turn off the blurring if it's affecting things too much. But I decided I like suffering. And oh, I see, this is where I was at the beginning of the chapter. Oh my. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Don't worry, everyone. The car's fine. It's still good. It's still good. It might not be still good. Oh, guys, started to try and sprint like it was fucking Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I have.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Orbed. Yeah, flare gun seems useful. Oh. Oh, everything calmed down pretty quickly, huh? You know what? I think the game's start. I think we might be getting some somewhat diminishing returns on the quality of this game. Like, I feel like perhaps this is gonna get less good as time goes on. Owie! Rude of you. You know what? Have a flare, dickheads. Okay, no, yeah, no, fuck you all, fuck you all. Was this the house where I kicked down a door just to watch TV? It is! Yeah, I'm back near where I started. Episode 2. Alan gets lost in the woods for a bit. Can I steal this car? I want to steal this car. I can't steal this car. Okay! Anyway, I think we're approaching the end of the mission, so I'm just gonna burn my resources, baby. Isn't that... I don't know. I'm not really... I didn't
It was the
really...
kidnapper.
I don't
You
know.
son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Oh, an exchange. Neat. I can have a wife, or I can have a murderer. Hey chat, which one do you want me to select? Wife or murder? Or murder man? Yeah, the crows are full of goo. Sometimes. Yeah, that's a... Oh, that's a lot of them, huh? That's a lot of boards.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Don't worry, Barry, I got a flare gun. Wow, that's a pretty shitty flare. Darkness controls the taken. Yeah, no, okay. Yes, birds.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Yeah, Okay. Hey, come at me, birds. Ha! Tricked yous! You fucking birds!
Make them go away, please.
Wow. think that's info dumping, Robin. Oh, God! Good God, that's a lot of birds. Thank fuck I have batteries. Oh, I wasted batteries there, oopsie. They don't have whites! They're all, the birds are entirely black! Like the doctors! Push your hand flag up still.
They're gone.
Are they? Are they really? I think that's. I'll be honest.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
You too, buddy. Turn the lights off, you
I
dumbass.
sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Hang Alan. I'm
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Nothing is going on.
Have a great
Nothing
day.
suspicious at all.
Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Oh, Christ. The smile is creepier than the voice. You know, not a good episode, but like, still enjoying the overarching game stuff. It's just like, yeah, I had to wander around a forest for an annoyingly long time there. Oh wait, yeah,
Previously on Alan
music.
Wake,
Sorry.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Look,
Please help me.
look, they hate me. YouTube hates me.
I can't tell anyone except my
Nobody
agent
can see
Barry.
my videos if they're in Russia. It's always Russia that gets blocked.
That you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my
Yeah,
eyes.
like,
Just the way
the things coming true behind your eyes thing's still cool.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
I like that they've made this about the fact that he needs to
How
write.
the hell did she get her
That's
hands on the
nice,
manuscript
way of
anyway?
tying this together.
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts
your
of
face
interesting
needs
stuff while I was
more
digging
bones.
around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker.
I know it's maybe
We have an
difficult
FBI
to say
agent
because
here,
my face
Agent
has,
Nightingale.
FBI.
you know, only a few less than normal.
Anxious to see you. You'd better come
You
to
know,
the
I'm just a
station.
bit statistically
Okay,
below
I'll be
average
right
on the
over,
face
Sheriff.
bones. Don't worry about it.
Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks?
I am
Name's
not focusing
Randolph.
good.
I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Wait. So, the house needs a writer. The writer that I hadn't heard of was on the books in the house, right? Also, the echo is weird in this area. I feel like, again, we said it last stream, but this game walked so Control could run. There's a lot of good stuff here, but it's like it's clearly in need of like a few more revisions, bit more polish maybe. And Control is basically what that is. What this game is with a bit more polish and good. I hope Alan Wake 2 is good, because I've heard that's apparently happening. I know that Alan Wake's American Nightmare happened. I watched a playthrough of that like years ago. Do not remember a damn thing that happened other than it's set in like this kind of cool setting. Pared down a lot during, compromise end product, definitely. Which is, you know, it's this studio's like first game of this scale, I think, right?
It was there in the morning, as if
What?
it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Fucking holy shit!
Just follow me. It's not far.
I'm getting the thermos, fuck you. I need my thermos. What's in here? I need to finish Control. Pack's currently playing Control with Mental, actually. Their schedule's a little bit
I got things to do. This
less
place
consistent
don't run
because they do
itself.
votes, but you want to watch some Control playthrough. The part of the reason this isn't a Control playthrough myself is because I didn't want to do the same game as them, being that we're kind of in the same circles. You know, at the same time at least. Like, I'm perfectly willing to do a playthrough of a game that somebody I know's done on stream, but like, I don't want to do it at the same time. That seems a bit overkill, generally speaking.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died,
Ugly.
and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Physics! I feel like the physics in this, it's like, it's neat that it's here, but it's also like, there's no reason for these to all be physics objects other than that you can do a funny thing with it a lot of the time. I think that's another reason I like Control a bit more, is because, like, the fact that you can move all these objects as part of the gameplay.
Just get a move on.
Sorry, I've lost you. I was looking for Thermos. I like that you have dialogue if I do that. Also, Barry seems to have decided to get there before you now because I...
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Yeah, Control has put limits in particularly quite good places. Thermos! Let me in! I need the thermos! Let me in!
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake.
Oh.
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, you got
Rose,
dogs
you
in
have
your
my
face.
manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Not noticing anything weird, bud?
This is really good. Rose,
Yes.
Like she works
my
at a diner,
manuscript.
Barry.
I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Barreled! Barreled! Shit! She's killed him! Ah!
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Should have had milk in your coffee, Alan.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
Oh.
You must turn the lights on.
I've just had a very lost thought.
Back to work, boy.
Okay.
I felt
So,
nauseous, hungover.
was that
Only
Alan on the
anger
TV
kept me
again?
going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
That's
She
live
promises
action
me I
footage
can
of
save
the app.
Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
That's live action footage of the actor that plays me, made blurry to kind of hide the fact that's what they're doing. Also, here's some pictures of Alan Wake's actor. It's ambitious, I'll give him that. Also, my god, she owns all of my books, huh? Everyone on Twitch says we can't send that message to you via your account, but let come his light through. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Yeah.
Rose took a day from me. I had
Yeah,
less
that's
than
also
12
mod.
hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
I mean, to be on the plus side, I've got a thermos of coffee, and it's probably only slightly poisoned. Cooking with corn! 72 tasty recipes! And the same coffee maker again!
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Baking. She used to really be a big fan of me and own all my books, and that was the only joy in her shitty little coffee life, is that she's good at coffee, and
Barry
also...
was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
I mean, to be fair, she's also great at poisoning.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Yeah, leaving Barry with Rose can't end badly. Come on, Alan. It's time to
My
find a
gun and flashlight
cliffhanger.
were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Are you... He's lost his stuff again! He's lost his stuff again! Oh my god!
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh no. The landlord thinks she's fucking... Well, on the plus side, I've already gotten all of the, It's gonna be... It's a short... I know this is quite short, but I actually am just like... I think last time I got like halfway through a chapter and it wasn't very fun because of it. While with this one, if I start here and stop at the end of like a chapter later or so, it'll be a bit better for the streams. And I'm feeling a bit tired and wonky. So I'm going to call it a short stream. It's a shorter stream than usual, I know, but like... I sure am just having a time. So... Oh, just, yeah. Title screen used for music. Oh, wait, no, gonna do the thing where it doesn't work if I'm tabbed out, isn't it? Ah, never mind. There we go. Let's... Well, thank you all for being here. Sorry it was a shorter stream, but like, you know, my head is... I've been feeling like woozy. I think I didn't get enough sleep, basically. But anyway, here's the shill button. Yeah, that's the thing. I have many things. I have a Discord. You can hang out there. You can talk about games. You can get involved in my fucking Final Fantasy bullshit if you want. I've actually not done much in the Final Fantasy bullshit section now I think about it, but it's fine. Ooh. I think I've just seen someone go live who I was... Ooh, that'll be... Ooh, yeah. I've got a good raid target. Hey. Okay, so, but yeah, I have the... You can donate, you can buy things off the wish list to help support the stream. There's not much on there right now, and it's a lot, but you can actually partially support an individual thing. Although it will maybe get a bit confusing, because also one of the current stream goals is a capture card, which I'm going to use to make the stream a bit more flexible in what I can play on here. The ad is starting in 2 minutes. We're rating the mental marsupial. They are the my fucking sentences are melting. Now the stream pal, you may have seen them in that clip I did earlier. Here's more clip.
It's more of an anomalous object that is like everyone inherently knows. Like it's.
Oh my god.
You could do this to them. You ever want to murder someone with Legos?
Thank you for the bits.
Can.
Thank you for the 100 bits,
Good chat.
Markash.
It's very important that you murder a marsupial with Legos.
When you donate bits, it throws double that value in studs at me.
You can throw a lot of things at Mental. I should work on that. I should murder people with Legos more. I should let people murder me with Legos more. Yeah, it's a good call for me to go to sleep. Thank you. I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 PM. Hopefully I'm going to keep that up because I've been feeling like shit. But goodbye, everybody. Thank you for being here.